There we go. Whoopsie daisy. Ugh.
I just think it's messed up.
What's messed up?
What you guys were saying.
And what did we say that was so bad, Joel?
You said wine sucks.
Yeah, but in our defense, you were kind of like you were like yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, like you came in with a bad attitude. It's like
No,
not
I
our
didn't.
fault. Yeah, you did.
I was happy to be here.
Remember, you pretended to not know why I was calling.
I was confused. I didn't know why you were calling me.
You knew why I was calling, and you were like, "Oh, okay. Like we're doing this. Maybe I'll just quit."
Yeah, I was thinking about quitting.
Why?
Because I wasn't having a good time.
They only said
Okay,
wine
you know what?
because they wanted to hurt you. That was the only reason.
There was this whole ordeal about my glass last time that you got all upset about, and I got this tiny glass for you instead.
You got it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Joel. I wish you would stay.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Too bad what? Why is it too bad?
Because I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
It's a really tiny glass.
It's not that tiny. It's a normal size wine glass.
I think it's a huge glass. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm exhausted, man.
What have you been doing?
My title card is wrong.
Your what? Yeah, but I'm not gonna fix that. I gotta harass CJ now.
Andrew, you like to harass CJ.
Yeah, Andrew, why can't you make me an overlay?
No, I don't care enough.
Oh, man, Andrew,
you're losing your players quickly,
he's
man.
so fucking cool, though. That's such a
two of three of us.
So cool.
How come he's cool and I'm a problem?
He's cool. He's a cool guy. I respect the kind of stuff he has to say. We'll leave it at that.
What does he have to say?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Like, that's so cool, man. Andrew, you're the fucking man, dude. God.
I know.
This is a farce.
What's that mean?
We're having a good time.
Everybody's having a good time but Joel, and that's why he's in a sour mood. So maybe it's our job to cheer Joel up and say, wine's great. Everybody's having a good time but wine's fun. That's why he's in a...
Fuck you.
It's
fun.
About this. It's fun.
Think about that long. Think about that long finger right there.
I wish your fingers were longer.
I know, that'd be great. Oh, I wish they were too.
They just keep curling up and up and up. All right, where do we leave? Oh, let's take care of the essentials first. Candles and drinks. Joel, I noticed that you had a bad attitude. Would you like to start and maybe cheer up and maybe not ruin the stream?
No.
All right, Oki, would you like to tell us if you have a candle lit? And
yeah, I got a huckleberry candle.
Oh, wow.
Huckleberry.
Not bad at all.
Smells pretty good.
What is a huckleberry?
I don't know. It's like a berry. But they grow in the mountains.
Not bad. Andrew, you seem like a guy who knows what a huckleberry is.
It's a kind of berry.
He's so cool. Andrew, what do you got? What kind of candle you got going?
I got some candle from Target. I forget what the scent is, and they don't have the name on it. It's like unmarked. But
what color is it?
It's white.
Smell it and wager like a guess.
And it's in like this kind of ceramic cup.
Can you give us like some guesses? Can you like figure out what the scent is? Because I'm on the edge of my seat over here. Come on, man.
No.
You got it. Come on.
You can
do this.
I don't.
Fuck. All right.
Don't know.
I could tell Joel was going to be really cheered up if you were able to figure out what that was, man.
I got
it wouldn't work.
Mimosa flavored Alani New drink.
What?
Energy drink.
Wow. What kind of shit you got there? Oh, okay. What are you drinking?
Nothing. I don't have any drink.
Not even a water? Or...
He's sworn off liquids.
Nope. I'm fasting.
Because you think it's funny when your pee is really brown?
Yep. It's pretty. Smells really bad. It's cool.
Joel, will you please show us your wine, please?
Sorry,
Joel?
I just saw what you replied on my retweet of yours. That picture.
Please tell us about the wine you're drinking. What kind of notes does it have? Is it oaky? Does it finish smooth? Is it buttery, or is that only white wine gets buttery?
No, red wine can be buttered.
Oh, thank God.
No, it can't.
Yeah, it can. It's just not as desirable in a red wine. This is a red blend from France.
What's that?
France is a country. It's by Belgium. It's where most of the flags were invented.
Gotcha. Sounds stupid.
Les Mis, that's in France. I think the president had sex with his... Like he banged his
for teacher.
Yeah, he banged his teacher. I know that about France. Joel, what kind of wine you got? Is it buttery? How's the mouth feel? How are the legs on it?
Does it sing?
Does it sing? Is it a
Does the
muted
wine talk?
repose? Does the wine carry itself with a sort of muted nobility?
Lord, give me the grace to accept with serenity the things that cannot be changed, courage to change the things which can be changed, the wisdom to know the difference.
Fuck does that mean?
I think he's going back to being Catholic.
Is he Catholic?
We made Joel Catholic again, damn it.
Damn, Joel's Catholic.
You bully someone back into being Catholic. It's a red blend. That's all you need to fucking know.
All right.
That's all you'll
Whoa! Now Joel's cool. Hear that swear?
Yeah, Joel's cool. Joel's the cool one.
I'm the cool one now.
You got a candle?
No.
Oh, damn.
You don't like candles anymore?
I do. I left mine burning last night all night. It's dead. Wait, actually, it might be a little bit left. Let me go check.
Give it a shot. Give it a go.
I'm running the same candle as last week. I got the rose petal.
You're really crazy about that rose, huh?
Dude, I like the rose petal. This rose is for you.
Too
Wow.
much for me. Too much
No,
for
man.
me.
I honestly wish it was stronger. I really like the flowery. I'm really into the flowery scents. It's just
Dude,
nice.
you're crazy.
I tell you what. No, I kind of want to save this conversation for Joel, too. Because I feel like he would find this interesting. I went to one of those really high-end like soap stores today. Me and Alana went to Lush. They got bars of soap in there that are like $8. They smell great. It's the next logical step from candles, man.
I got a candle for you fuckers.
Who is that? Tappa Boca. Shut up. And why is that lady? Who is that lady? Do you want women to shut up, Joel?
It's you. You all can shut up.
Wow.
He uses the image of a woman to tell us to shut up?
It means tape mouth.
Why is that a candle scent? What kind of wackadoo store are you going to? What
Rico
kind of
Fresh. Rico Fresh, baby.
You live right next door to some kind of wacky joke store?
Mm-hmm. Everyone has big old bow ties that spin around when you walk in.
And a bunch of whoopee cushions for sale and a big bed, and there's a guy stepping on them. Everyone's loving
Yeah, the
it.
manager came out and shook my hand and electrocuted me. It was fucked up.
Yeah. And then you bought some fake puke and threw up in this.
Well, I bought Renee some flowers, but when I gave them to her, they immediately wilted.
Right. No, I'm well aware of the girlfriend gift pranks usually go over very well.
It's not very fun. It's not very nice.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well.
Joel, I went to a high-end soap store called Lush today.
I don't care.
You would have loved it. I'm telling you, Joel. We gotta go.
Why? What'd you like about it? What did you like about it?
It smelled great. They had all these fancy bars of soaps. There weren't enough hygiene products, so they invented some hygiene products. Like one of them is body conditioner. Like when you wash your hair, you put in conditioner.
Can you leave it in there for a week or two before washing it out?
Yeah, or whatever you do with your weird stuff. But they had body conditioner. Like, okay, after you wash your body, you're gonna put this, and it's just a trick. It's just all a trick for some of this,
You're just trying to cheer me up right now.
All right. Well, I don't know why that cheers you up, but anybody in the chat, go to Lush. I know you guys, especially when I play D&D, the crowd is you know, I assume, you know, rough on hygiene. Is that fair? I don't mean to like insult you guys, but yeah, I got the shower gel. I was trying to figure out if this shower gel was soap too, because it never said it was technically soap.
Ooh, they have good bath bombs. I have been a bath bomb fiend this year. So
wait, okay, go on.
I like taking baths now. I like using bath bombs. They're cool.
You got long ass legs though. How do you fit in a tub?
Oh, yeah, baby, have you seen me bend? Baby, I get those legs way up there. I'll take a video for you next time. I'll show you.
Yeah, like, so you get in the bath like a child getting washed in the sink?
Yeah, like it makes me feel like I'm in the sink again.
So do you relax when you're laying down, or is it just...
Yeah, I turn on some NBA podcasts that usually like start out relaxing me, and then I usually get mad.
Yeah.
It's not a good... I need to find out. Or I'll put on a nice like D&D podcast, like about some deep lore or something I need to learn about.
Oh, yeah, you need to learn about that. Well, what's your sense? What's the go-to sense on the bath? The second I find a bathtub I can fit into, I'm going to do that.
So a lot of bath bombs are named like crazy weird scents. Like the last one I used was called like Moon Dust, and it had CBD in it, which is all just a horse crap. But
Andrew, you okay?
It's really cool.
Lush is a boyfriend scam. Yeah, probably.
I've dreamed about having enough money to get Branson a big golden clawfoot bathtub.
Oh, like, and you're not this big, but they are like the only thing I learned about Taft as a president when he was too big for the normal bathtub that he had to get one custom made for him. We get you a big golden claw-footed Taft bathtub.
Awesome. Yeah, and I want Branson to be able to scrub him, but it's in the middle of the room. It sits in the middle of the room. And he scrubs himself with a big turkey leg.
And what am I singing while I do that, Andrew?
Well, there's also the bubblers.
Santa Lucia.
Me and Oki are standing there with the bubblers, and we're blowing into it to keep your bubbles going.
And then Charles walks in with a Budweiser beer going, "What are you guys doing? We need to get to work."
Hey, what's up here? Hey, we're not gonna make money doing this. Oh, okay, let's go. Hey,
this is like whatever.
Is he Canadian, Charles?
Charles is basically Canadian, yes.
Yeah, Charles is culturally Canadian.
Yeah, you know how many bands dude? When I first met Charles, the only thing I wouldn't forget his name. I knew he was Charles, but every time I'd be like, "Oh, that guy who wears the Arcade Fire hoodie all the time," because that's the only thing he wore for like 6 years of his life.
Yeah, he should just change his name to Radiohead.
Well, that's funny because I had a dream recently that one of the songs that Charles made was some of the people that helped him make it was Dan Beckner, but also Win Butler from the Arcade Fire, who Dan is good friends with. So I was like, man, this is fucking possible. This sucks. Like an E1 song with Win Butler from Arcade Fire on it.
My body is a cage. I used to get told that I look like Win Butler a lot.
He's cool. He hoops.
Yeah, he's cool.
He can ball.
He
shows up at the NBA.
He always they invited him at the NBA All-Star, and I think they stopped because he was too good.
Well, he was like tall and he rocked the post.
But he's actually good too. Like he has moves.
Basketball fucking rocks.
Also, another thing about indie musicians who love basketball, Panda Bear apparently is a huge NBA freak and can actually ball, which is weird because he just seems like he'd be the worst at any sport.
Drake, he likes the Toronto Raptors. He calls Toronto the Six.
Oh, Drake is awesome.
Ever since I left the city,
What?
Started wearing less and going out more.
I don't follow.
I'm gonna show you things you've never seen before.
Why do you know so much of this
on my cell phone?
What?
He's reading the lyrics, probably.
No, I'm not. I'm closed. My eyes were closed. I was thinking really hard.
It's in genius.com.
Oh, Branson belongs on that site.
Oh, yeah.
He goes there and just comments on Logic songs all the time, and explains the meaning of them.
Every morning, I just wake up. Andrew sends me a text that says "Good morning, Genius," and I go to genius.com and I just enter my password, and they're like, "Hello," and then I click around.
I love waking up to my wife and rolling over and going, "Good morning, Einstein."
Hey, Brainiac.
Good morning, Space Cadet.
After this, Branson's going to comment on Genius. Oki's going to prep for his next D&D session. Andrew's going to watch a black and white movie, and I'm going to take a bath.
Oh, I'm going to take a shower. I bought a fancy bar of soap, and I'm going to take that sucker for a test drive.
Ooh.
I've been sitting here drawing, waiting for D&D to start, and I'm still drawing.
I'm playing Secret of Monkey Island.
Well, okay, why don't we fucking stop and play D&D? It's a little rude.
Stop cussing at me!
I think if you guys just play a different game, and I'm sitting here talking to myself, holding my dick, looking like I walked in with my pecker out. And all
Are you holding your dick?
Because you guys set me up. If you guys,
I think you need to calm down.
All right, I will calm down. I will count to 10.
Thank you.
This tiny glass is not cutting it.
I am calm. You got to get a bigger glass, Joel. You got to drink straight from the bottle, Joel. That's what I got. I got my big-ass unsweetened black tea, 0 calories, sucking on this shit so my pee smells weird.
Oh, man. You ever take like a B-complex vitamin? Woo!
Woo!
Your pee will be
turns your pee into fish oil. It does.
Oh, fish oil burps. Those rock, too.
Oh, yeah. All right. Time
like,
to
hey, baby, come give me a kiss.
Oh, let's see. The candle stinks. We got a rose petal. We got a mystery candle. And Oki's got a huckleberry. Joel abstained.
No, I have a mystery flavor.
No, you know my flavor.
Oh, it's some kind of misogynistic candle that he got from a wacky store he lives next to. Think whoopee cushions, buzzers.
If you want to call all of Puerto Rican culture fucked up.
I think Branson wants to do that. I think Branson does want to do that.
That's a huge part of Puerto Rican culture is asking a man to smell your flower, which then sprays you with seltzer water.
Hey, you did this.
It's a huge part of Puerto Rican
culture. Wait, I think I found my scent. I think I found the scent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna let us fucking know? Are you gonna?
I'm looking at the specifics.
Marinating in the knowledge and not sharing us to hold it over us.
It's called Sea Salt Fresh.
Ooh. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm not having a good time.
That candle doesn't smell like nothing, guaranteed. Sea salt.
It smells like that. Doesn't smell like sea salt, but it does smell good. Anyway. We focus on D&D. You guys have been sidetracked the whole time.
Well, that's
because this whole time.
I'm phoning it in this week. You know, I'm trying to kill some fucking time.
Oh, my back! Woo, it hurts.
My back. I slept on a very soft bed. I'm used to having a firm bed, and I slept in a soft bed, and I was in a hotel room.
That's why you get down on the floor.
Oh, he was in a hotel bed. You know what he was doing?
On the fucking floor.
He was doing some of this. He was in the hotel bed doing some of this.
Doing what?
What's that?
You know what I mean? Huh?
Doing this. Doing some of this.
You sleep on the floor like Andrew.
Doing some of this. That's what
it's good for your back.
I was doing some of this. You guys like that?
That or Branson, when you go there, you demand. No, you don't not request.
It is good for you to sleep on your back.
I know. On the floor.
Yeah, on the floor. It's very firm on the floor.
Yeah, we all know. I know you very well. Both of you enjoy sleeping on the floor. All right, can we move on?
It's nice.
This is a D&D channel. And I just feel like I'm the only one doing this.
Am I the only one that's sane?
Am I crazy?
Am I going nuts?
I cleaned out my horn, by the way.
I must be in the fucking funny farm right now because everything going around. I must be in the funny farm.
All right, don't. Huh? You're taking.
Everyone but me is so immature.
All right, last time we played D&D, right? Oki had died the session before, so he sat it out as a shame thing. You know, you died your character. You are a failure if your D&D character dies. Everyone knows this. So he made him sit out. He said, I want to play. I don't care what's happening or who's coming to visit me. I want to play. And I said, I don't think you should. So that's what happened there. And
Maybe he should have died.
And then you guys hightailed it back through the forest, essentially. You did some scouting, right? And kind of looked through. Yeah. Maxwell was pretty good at navigating on that one, and you guys were able to link back up with the army that was coming down from Little Triumph to attack MacCloud. And then that went, pretty well. Fine. You guys decided to get out of there and bail. And then when you got to the town, essentially Zupovin Delba told you, Malachi, that there's something he needs that he thinks could turn the tide of this, but it's a pretty big cost to raise every dead rat folk in the history of the village. And especially in a culture where they constantly use necromancy to talk to the dead and whatnot. So it's a pretty big cost for him. But he didn't tell you the exact location, but he told you essentially you got to go to a dungeon to get this shit. And then there was a big explosion, and you saw flames emitting from the sky out over the swamp. You took Maxwell and Malachi took a small paddle boat out there, and we ended it with a vision of a unique-looking orc warrior. Oki, do you want to tell them essentially what they saw? Malachi and Maxwell get out of the boat. It tips over. They get on to this little piece of land in the middle of the swamp. They stand up, and about 40 feet away, fighting a large flame elemental, they see what?
You see a really big orc. He's about 6'5", 230, just muscular. He's got scars all over his body, and he's got like a very tonsured mullet and a bright orange hair. And he looks absolutely terrified to be fighting this creature, like a scared little baby.
Oh, so he was both scared and scarred. That was the mystery that I've been waiting for a week. And it's both. That's amazing. I love it.
I would like.
No, he looks absolutely terrified for his life.
And I take no responsibility for the confusion. I am selling out Oki. It's all his fault.
Yep. I really appreciate you selling me out.
Oki just made that.
telling everyone I spell. I can't.
Oki just made that character.
Really, I can't.
He was applying to be an intern on E1 or something.
Look, I'm a straightforward guy. I'll look you straight in the eye when I tell you I'm selling you out, or I'm betraying you, or I'm going to attack you, or any way of harm. I'll look you in the eyes and tell you, yeah, I'm going to betray you.
It's not true. I've known you for way too long. That's not true. I've known you for over 10 years. It's not true.
Of course, I know how to spell scarred and scared. Those are two different words, and they're not spelled the same. And I know how to do that.
Thank you for apologizing.
I fucked up.
So we see that man engaged in combat, and after a few seconds, you get your bearings. Malachi and Maxwell, just a quick scan of the location around you, you can see that this dragon or this elemental used to be fighting multiple things. There are multiple orcish corpses nearby that have been ripped in half, seared, closed. It's a mess. But you're also able to see one more thing. There appears to be a large hole emanate about 10 feet away from where they're fighting. A infinitely large, deep hole in the ground, and you see the water from the swamp is rushing into that hole. Coming out of that hole is about 30 feet into the air. Red, orange, yellow flames just emitting from it.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to... And we
Good
are
stuff.
Going to jump right into this one.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone roll initiative.
Cool.
So this thing is right in my face as we start.
Oh, yeah. You're
cool.
100% HP, though, right now.
Yeah. 14.
Right. I
rolled an I.
I rolled a 5.
All right.
By the way, you know what was at the bottom of this drinking horn?
What?
A crazy amount of mold.
So that's
Bro,
good.
I told you it was mold.
Okay. All right.
It's really great. It's really disgusting.
Like it was like solidified at a certain point. Like it looked more like I think it was becoming cheese.
Yummy.
All right. So we have the flame elemental going first. Then we're gonna have Oki, Andrew, Joel. All right. So a description of this flame elemental, I would say it's about 15 feet tall. It's enormous. Its arms are long. It's got extended range, and you can tell it's just heat is emanating from this thing. It is currently standing on dry land. On the map you guys have there, we're going to stick with if you're touching water, if you're halfway, even like a quarter of your character is going to be in the water, then that's going to count basically as you having. It's some marshy terrain, and the water is going to be half movement, so double movement to move through there. All right.
But yeah, I missed something in describing his character too.
Go ahead.
He's only wearing boots and not even like a loincloth. It's like, you know, those like waistbands that have like two things of fabric like over the butt and the crotch, like that kind of thing. That's what he's wearing.
I think it's a loincloth.
That sounds like a loincloth.
I thought a loincloth goes under. Like it goes under too.
No, a loincloth is like a flap,
no,
right?
You're confusing a loincloth with a Speedo.
Okay, I guess I am. It's a loincloth then. He's wearing a loincloth.
Has the flap in front of it, right? The dick guarding flap.
That's all it is. It's just two flaps.
Yeah, that's right. Uzi, I'm thinking of a
Wait, there's
fundoshi.
no way. I imagine it's one long, thin cloth that you kind of put in a strap, and you go and you collect your genitals in it, and then you put it over, and that's where that comes from.
It's for your loins.
Does anyone in the chat have a loincloth? Does anyone
this guy
regularly?
Says, this fundoshi that I've just Googled looks a lot like.
Here, I'm gonna send one in. This is what a loincloth is to me. I'm gonna send one to the.
All right. We were so close.
Here, that's what a loincloth is.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
All right, I don't know.
That's disgusting.
Where'd you get that picture, Joel?
I just googled.
Where'd you get that?
You Googled
That's
it?
the only thing that came. That's the only thing that came.
That's Joel's tabaxi.
That's the only thing that came up.
Oh wait, it's a wolf.
Yeah.
Did you just make that Oki's?
No, if I clicked it, it just went right over Oki's. I was gonna move it, but it went right over Oki's face. So
I don't appreciate that.
Why not? Why?
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too.
Cool. I don't think it's cool at all.
I think it's really cool. I think it makes you look cool. Okay,
I think it does. I think people are going to get the wrong.
Oh,
I think people are going to get the wrong idea about me.
What do you mean?
What idea would that be?
I don't know.
I think it's fine. I think you're being weird.
All right,
I'm having a good.
I'm having a good time too. The loincloth bit has gestated, it has matured, and it has achieved deliverance. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating in the loincloth bit.
Yeah, he's wearing a loincloth.
Okay, to be fair, Oki, you brought this on yourself by interrupting battle after initiative was rolled.
I had to.
Oh, by the way, y'all, very important detail I forgot to mention.
It is very important. It is very important.
Okay.
Andrew, how do you feel about this?
That he's wearing a loincloth?
Yeah.
I think it's baller.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't know if it was necessary to interrupt the flow of
was.
battle.
I don't think
Joel,
I didn't see that.
Joel, you all the time interrupt a battle and go, "Oh, and by the way, can he be doing this?"
When?
And it's
Name
something
one time.
ridiculous.
Name one time.
It's something.
Name one time. Name one time. Name one time.
Joel and Andrew are really bad.
Name one
out
time.
to see who is
Name
the
one
top
time.
guy.
I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to prove anything to you.
God, the tension between you two to figure out who is top dog is so. Ooh. You guys are always butting heads to see who is top dog, huh?
Yeah.
I guess we are.
Just a couple Midwestern boys just butting our heads out in the fucking.
Just a couple
briar patch.
old-fashioned dipshits just having it out.
All right, I'm really low in that initiative roll, so.
Okay, all right. Let's have a swing. Flame Elemental is
you're
going to
first.
rear back and attack, and it Oh, I only have it set to me, but trust me, it badly misses. Critical failure as it swings, and its hand goes into the swamp water and becomes a little shorter.
A big sweat drop appears on Borudok's brow.
All right, and then I have to recharge that. And then he's just going to rear back with the other hand and take another swipe.
Nope.
Not good. All right. Starting it off. Normal. Borodok, your turn.
Okay. Borudok just kind of starts repeating his mantra, like, I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die today. And he's going to first enter a rage. And when he enters his rage, he just starts crying uncontrollably.
Are you a barb?
What kind of
Huh?
A barb, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of crying are we talking here? Like
just like scream crying.
Like not try. Is he trying to talk through it at all?
No, he's
okay.
Well, yeah, he's just pleading for his life,
okay.
freaking out. And then he does the next move where he enters battle mode. He takes off the loincloth, so now he's completely nude.
Here we go. All right, D10 for an orc. Does that sound fair, everybody?
Got an 8-incher.
He's got an 8-incher. He has been blessed. Hard.
Oh. That's about that's like average for everyone,
like
right?
a 10-inch dick hard is like, or an 8-inch dick soft would be like.
That's what everyone's average is, anyways.
Well, let's say this: if somebody asks you how long your dick is, are you going to give them the measurement of when it's hard or the measurement of when it's soft?
After I've taken a cold shower.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, I have a cool piss story after this discussion we can talk to.
Awesome.
He just drops it at his feet. Branson.
His penis?
No, he asks what I do with the loincloth when I take it off. He just like unhooks it and it falls off. And then he's going to strike twice with his greatsword.
Yeah, roll it.
13, 12 slashing.
Yeah, right. 13 does not hit.
And second attack. 17 10 slashing
hits.
damage. And he's going to... so there's a +2 to that, so 12 slashing damage with the rage. And then he's going to do his Divine Fury.
What type of damage is the Divine... Okay.
Radiant damage. So he's like just flinging his like greatsword with one hand, just like at the hip, kind of just thrusting back and forth. And he strikes it, and it just his sword like explodes with this radiant burst.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, everyone immediately Zealot Barbarian. Zealot Barbarians were like getting really popular for a while. I forgot why. Somebody wrote something. I remember the Reddit D&D thing. Everyone was talking about them.
I guess like they're pretty much unkillable. Like later on, they're almost unkillable. It's like absurd.
I like that thematically though, since it's been like a campaign of like just zealotry in general. That's cool.
All right, yeah, you're swinging into him. You're able to take a chunk out, like swinging a sword into. And how long is this sword, by the way? Again.
Oh, it's a great sword, and it's just like it's like a great machete almost. It's like square, almost completely angular.
Oh, not bad.
And
you know,
it's all like is it broken off in pieces.
Is it taller than you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's roughly as tall as me.
All right. So Cloud Strife style.
Cloud Strife style greatsword.
Joel, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, mixed feelings. I need a sketch. Can you send a picture of what the sword looks like to you? And don't just send a picture of the Buster sword.
No. I guess I'll have to draw it.
Because I think like Cloud Strife sword, like it's a Buster sword. So it's a very specific type of sword. So I want I want to see what the sword looks like. That's all I'm saying.
That's all he's saying.
Very demanding.
That's all he's
That's
saying.
not demanding. No,
It's a bit
not demanding.
a tall order, but I guess I can draw something.
It's not that tall of an order. It's a normal thing to ask for in D&D.
All right, Maxwell, you're up.
From a player to another player.
Yeah. No, it's normal. It's fine.
Okay.
I can't remember if I have my arms right now. I don't think I do.
No.
We're just long rested.
We just started combat.
Yeah,
I think,
you're
so.
maxed out on everything. You should have.
Did we long rest?
I thought you guys did.
I did.
I don't think I did.
Joel did it.
Yeah, I'm looking like shit. That's fine.
Whoa!
Wait, what?
I don't know. What are you saying whoa for? You didn't roll anything.
Oki said, what else is new? I was just overreacting.
Oh, you were riffing.
Mm.
Let us know.
There's
when
not
it's
been
a
enough
riff.
riffing this session so
Make
far.
sure to type /R when you're doing a riff. All right. Maxwell, you see this big thing in front of you. There's kind of different ways to go about it. Water, swamp stuff. It's a messy area. What's your move? What are you doing?
I can get here. Is this fire going to touch me?
No, there. It's like kind of stuck on the edge of the land right there.
So I'll get here and... I mean, fuck. This guy needs help, and we gotta help him. So I'm just gonna cast my arms.
All right, that's your bonus action. So then you only get 2 attacks this turn.
All right, we'll cast that, and then 2 attacks.
All right, 22 and 17 both hit. So it'll be 13.
Hooah!
All right, is that the end of your turn, Andrew?
Yep, that'll be it.
All right, Malachi, you're up.
I'm casting Fairy Fire on that thing.
All right.
So it needs to make a Dexterity saving throw. It needs to beat a 16. It beats it.
All right.
Pass turn.
All right. Let's go back to the Flame Elemental. It's going to attempt to recharge real quick. It does not. It's going to make 2 regular attacks. They're going to have 1 on Borodok. It'll be the first one right there. 24. You take 8 damage.
8 fire damage.
And the second attack it's going to do on Maxwell. And that is going to be a 26, and you take 7 fire damage, Maxwell.
Yikes, that guy's rolling hot.
Oh.
And then
I don't care.
2 people in range.
Your guy's literally naked and crying, and you don't care?
I don't know. This is how he gets into combat.
All right, that'll go to Borodok.
This is a real quick sketch, Joel, but that's kind of what his sword looks like.
Sorry, let me get back to the... Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a big hunk of iron.
Yeah.
Just
there's like
square
a dark...
machete.
Can
I know I always just bring
Can
up...
you show what that looks like
the
again?
guts,
Okay.
like the guts sword.
Kind of like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sort of like the gut sword, but not like pointed at the top.
What does it look? Okay, yeah. Just keep it holding
It's all
it
like
there.
it's all chipped and ruined.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're just fuck you, man. I just saw you. Come on, grow up.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
At his expense?
I'm having
Grow the
fun
hell
at his
up.
expense. Yes.
That's really mean, actually.
All right.
Why
would
do
you
we
do to a
even
player?
come back?
I don't know. He's just antagonistic. He just like makes fun of players, and he's like, "Oh, we're all having a good time.
We
I'm here
are.
having a good time." No, you are. No one else
Andrew's
is.
having a good time.
He's the last
I-
one you have left.
In the back
You're
of
so
my mind,
mean.
when you were saying like, "Can you show it again?" I suspected you were doing something mean, but I was like, "There's no way Branson would do that to me." But whatever.
Wow.
I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong. You got tricked, dumb fuck,
I got tricked.
dumbass. Take it. Way to go, dipshit. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
This is the worst.
Knock it
friend
off,
group.
Branson.
All right.
Worst friend group I could have fallen into in my life.
Who are we at? Maxwell, your turn. Or Borodok, did you
No,
go?
I didn't go.
Yeah,
I
Borodok.
didn't go.
Yeah,
So he
chill.
just starts. He just starts spinning in a circle. He just starts spinning, holding his sword out, and he's going to take 2 attacks.
This guy's got
12
some.
slashing.
This guy's got some style. All right, 12 slashing, that hits.
With 14 slashing with 4 radiant damage.
Okay, so then that'll be...
And second attack, only 11.
Does not hit.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, great machete. That's perfect.
That's from Usi, not from me.
Perfect, Usi.
All right.
Is it that big?
Yeah, it's roughly that big.
Sweet.
And he you know, like that, like one-handed animation for like ultra great swords in that game, like where you just like heave yourself like forward. That's kind of how he's
leaving yourself completely vulnerable to anything.
Complete, like no personal protection.
It's all in the hips. You said it's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips.
You got to rotate. It's like having a sword that big is like being a golfer. You got to rotate into it.
I miss golf. I want to go golfing so bad.
No one cares. Just kidding.
Not having a good time.
Well, Andrew,
we can't keep this up. We cannot keep this up,
dude. This is not a good. This is not going down in the all-star logs.
It's getting rough.
I'm having a good time.
Andrew, you're up. What are you gonna do? Big fire guy in front of you.
He's gonna get hit 4 times. There's gonna be 4 hits. Me hitting him and him hitting the ground 4 times.
All right.
My shit loads.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
been slow as
Wham.
hell today. Miss.
Wham.
Hit.
Wham.
Miss.
Wham.
Hit.
What a flurry.
All right. Is that your whole turn?
Yup.
All right, Malachi, you're up.
both of you guys are at full health, right?
I'm at 31 now.
I have a lot of health, so don't give me.
You're at 31.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'll just do fairy fire again.
All right, dexterity saving
Save
throw.
those. Yeah, you can go ahead and fail this one.
It's a +4, so I'm just gonna roll it with it.
Yeah, you can just fail this one. That's fine.
Or I'll just wait to see what happens.
You just fail it. If you don't want to be a dick. You've been an asshole this whole fucking session. All right,
let's
fine.
be honest. I've been fucking you over your whole life. Let's be honest.
My whole life.
I've been fucking you over.
Takes you so long just to fuck me.
Just taking advantage of me, just left and right every time.
It passes.
I know. All right, I'll burn another spell slot for no reason. Pass turn.
All right, what a sucker.
Relax, man.
All right, let's do a d6. See if
you're telling that. Okay, you're saying that to Branson, right?
Oh goddamn, he's never gonna get this shit back. All right, I'm gonna take. Let's see. He's gonna take a swing at each of you, and then he's going to make both of you make a dexterity saving throw. So the first one's gonna be Borodoc. Second one's gonna be Maxwell. 21 and 27. He fucking crits you, Maxwell. All right, and then both of you make dexterity saving throws.
So I'm taking.
Yes,
all right. I'm taking 14.
Fuck my life. So Borodoc's eyes have been closed the entire time he's been fighting so far, so that's why he failed the dex save.
All right. It appears to be after it does these two swings that it's almost ramping up. The flame gets a little bit bigger and it starts getting a little bit hotter. He grows like a foot in height and the color changes to be a little bit more intense, and you both take 2 fire damage.
Yep.
All right. That's gonna go to Borodoc. Your turn.
Cool. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this train moving. And yeah, he just heaves forward, just completely ignoring all the pain. So 12 slashing plus...
All right, 20's a hit.
5 radiant damage there.
Okay, so 15 total.
And another... This time with like a downward strike, like above the head, just trying to clomp down on him.
Just knocking tufts of grass everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 12 slashing damage with another Divine Fury.
Oh, wait. I thought you could only do...
Oh, yeah, you're right. I just read it again. When you're raging, only the first. So 14 slashing damage. That's it.
All right.
Damn.
Got a hoss in the works. Let's go to Andrew. You're up.
All right, he looked me up pretty good, but I'm still up. I got like 15, I think.
You'll be fine.
Let's bash him again.
4 times?
Yeah.
AC is 17.
All right, 2 hits.
All
Good.
right, 12, not bad. 7 right there. And is that your whole turn?
That'll be it.
All right, let's go to Malachi.
I'm gonna run up to Maxwell and stretch out my hand and touch him and cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Giving him some health. Tons of health, baby. Let's go. Big health, 16.
Oof. Wowie, zowie.
So I guess I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, that's my whole fucking movement. Fuck. I guess I'm stuck right there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I like when life clerics come online. They have so much healing. It's like insane.
All right, everybody roll a
Yeah,
dexterity saving
life-
throw.
Life clerics also can get like pseudo like broken sometimes.
11 again.
Like, 10. Did I fail?
6.
10 fails, yep. Anything below 13 fails. And as it ramps up again, you can tell it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and you all take 7 fire damage.
Hey, if I didn't long rest since I did that last 8 hours. Okay, that's gone probably. My +5. Never
Yeah,
mind.
probably.
Never mind.
And then it's going
Never
to
mind. I'm
make...
trying to cheat.
It's going to try to make 2 attacks on Bordock, as Bordock is digging into him pretty good. And it swings into one and kind of loses its balance a little bit. And part of it goes dipping into the marsh water. And you can see it recoil and try to step back and stay dry. And the second one misses too. So that's just going to be Bordock, your turn.
Can't die today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he just keeps striking at him.
Is he apologizing to the flame elemental? All right, we
Yes,
got a hit.
And second strike. So he's fighting basically like you would expect, like a cornered animal, like a scared, cornered, like raccoon or something like that, just terrified, and just hits him again.
Okay, how many times you cornered a raccoon? I'm just curious.
A lot. I'm a raccoon killer. 12. So 12 slashing damage.
Wait, where are you getting the 12 from?
It's because his rage, he has a +2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's why I've been
So
adding
it'll be
2 to all those
25,
damages.
29.
And then and he's got 9 radiant damage from that first strike.
And then, so it'll be 100. Not fucking bad at all this round.
So 25, sorry. I'll let you do the math.
Yeah, I got it. Andrew, your turn.
I'm juiced up again. Keep going till this fucking guy dies. If he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Hit, miss,
2
miss.
hits again.
29 right there. And how much?
What's it like to just punch fire? Kind of curious.
It's almost like you're just you're displacing the fire, dismorphing the body, making it all weirder as it like slowly gets dimmer and dimmer, trying to like rebuild itself.
Isn't he also high enough level to where he can actually punch ghosts, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
I don't know. I think that might be level 6.
Oh, okay. Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I like to think my sword is like red hot right now. Just
Yeah.
like burning red.
100%. Okay, so that's Andrew's turn. All right, Yoel, you're up. It is still kind of up, and it's still burning intensely, but it's definitely not as large. It's almost like becomes skinnier as you fought it, as it tries to maintain a somewhat humanoid shape.
Can I tell you the issue with my build against this thing?
Yeah.
I've got all fucking fire attacks.
And all dexterity attacks, and this thing has a very high dexterity.
So let's go big or go home. I'm tired of fucking around. Is it looking like bad?
It looks pretty much. It looks like it's hotter than when you first started fighting it, but it's less substantial. It doesn't really have a face or features you can identify. It almost looks like an amorphous, vaguely humanoid shape.
I can't be stupid. I've only got 4 HP left, so I'm just gonna retreat back to where I was, and then I'll cast Healing Word on. I'll do it on Borodok. Fuck it.
8 hit
8 hit points.
All right. Let's see.
And then Branson, I'm going to start using, when he attacks, I'm going to use my Warding Flare. I can do it within 30 feet of people, so he gets disadvantage on stuff's attack.
All right.
That happened to be a level 6, so.
Perfect. All right. All right. Maxwell and Borodok make dexterity saving throws as this thing seems to try to sum up more energy, and it starts growing a little brighter. And then it is going to continue attacking Borodok here.
So he gets disadvantage.
On the okay, so I'll do the first one. They're like that.
Motherfucker, dude.
He hits with both of them. Take 14 damage.
14 damage? Cool.
Yeah. Are you still up?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dexterity saving throws. What did you guys hit? 12 and 23. Maxwell, you pass, and you don't have to deal with anything, but it has grown intensity round after round every time it emits these flares from its body. You can see it scorching the grass, blackening it around it as you
Did he hit me for 14?
No. You don't take anything.
Hit me for 14.
Just making sure, yeah.
And then
I take the additional 9 there.
You take 9 fire damage there as well from the flame emitting. Maxwell was able to avoid it or shield himself somehow. All right, that will go to Borodok. Your turn. This thing is looking much thinner than when you first started fighting it.
And Borodok's like real tired right now. He's like breathing really heavy. He's like, the light's fading. It can't happen again. I won't let it happen again. And he just keeps striking.
All right.
That's going to be... So 12 plus 12.
Describe your kill as you say that and you take a gigantic swing.
He just like stabs it straight through the creature, not even looking, just tears running down his face, and then just does an upward strike and it like dissipates completely. It's just like a puff of smoke.
Yeah.
And then he just collapses on the ground and just puts his sword in the water and it just starts steaming.
It dissipates and the sword just steams the second you put it in that water. The fires are still like, the small ones are kind of out now. There's been a lot of grass burned up here, but it's still very hot because there is this fissure that is just emitting fire that you're just not... You've never been up close to something like this. And we're out of combat, so let's just do this however you guys want to do this.
Well, he picks up his loincloth again. That was just at his feet. He didn't move the entire fight, so he just picks that back up and gets all covered again.
Is the fissure in the earth, is it still erupting?
Yes. About the same strength. It's been pretty consistent.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of looking at that, kind of almost in awe.
Is there a boat on this island that I can use, or did it capsize?
It looks like everything capsized. You guys have your boat. The boat, it appears Borodok and some of his companions were in, has been completely destroyed. But the boat that you kind of came in is like kind of hanging around the little landmass that you guys first landed on.
All right, I'm going to... man, I guess could I stay within a safe distance of the fissure? Sorry, Borodok, I'm not talking to you yet. I feel like there's a bigger issue we need to deal with real quickly. I want to check and see, like, I don't know how I could do this, Branson, but trying to feel the energy. If this is close to the other places where some sort of like break between the realms has opened up, I want to see if I can feel that same sort of like tension or that same sort of like magic
Firelands feeling power. You've been to the Firelands.
So history, religion, or arcane. You can roll.
I'll do religion.
And roll it with advantage.
Thank God that. I got a crit one that first one. I got a 19.
Oh, sick. Yeah. You feel the exact same feeling you felt when you were in the Firelands. A world that almost seemed like deprived completely of moisture, of nothing but like earth and dry, and like it's the exact same heat that is just emitting through this hole.
All right.
It even smells like the Firelands.
I'm going to turn towards Maxwell and say, Maxwell, we need to close this. Bishop Beer might be able to. I don't know who you are, and I'm turning towards Borodoc. I don't know who you are, but you seem all right. Gather up your crew, get in our boat. We'll head back. We got to take care of this right now.
They're all dead. Will you help me take their bodies back to Little Triumph?
Can we do that later?
I can drag 2 of them.
How many of them are there?
There were 6 of them. Most of them are not in full pieces.
Can we deal with that later? We're coming right back here.
Yeah, at this point, like Borodoc's finally able to kind of assess the scene. Looks at like his companions that are just completely melted and gooey, and it's just like, nah.
They look like they look like a marshmallow that you put right into the flame and just let burn up.
Well, they're not going anywhere. I'll go with you.
All right, you guys get in the boat and are able to get it back to Little Triumph, where you see. It appears that Zupovin Delba is there on the shore. Ida's there, kind of seeing what's happening. And you can even spot Minnow-san in the background, and he appears to be standing on top of Bishop Breer. It appears they have already dragged him out of his containment. As you guys line up on the shore, let me go ahead and switch that map for you.
You don't have to if you don't want to, because we'll probably be coming right back here. If that's
cool. Fine, but whatever. I already did it. And you guys would be like coming up right there, and they'd be all there and whatnot. Let me throw Borodoc in there too. All right, yeah. So you guys land right there. They're kind of waiting for you. Minasan's got Bishop Breer kind of standing on his back, and he's face down on the ground.
Keep the boat ready. Bring him with us. Right now, let's go.
And Mino-san immediately begins dragging him. Like, not...
Does Mino-san have a big old sun hat on to where they don't blind the sun as much?
He has,
What time is it right now? Like
you know how, like...
Is it daytime?
Yeah, it's daytime. It's around, I would say, 1 o'clock. But, like, Joel, if you have, like, a hoodie, like a standard hoodie will go, like... this, and that'll kind of be good enough for like the Lord of the Rings guys or whatever, like Aragorn. But it is, you don't know how he sees out of this thing. You can't even see his mouth. It is like just down like that. It's very stylized. There's a couple buckles on it.
Awesome. I just want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah. And
do we see a single cigarette coming out of the
And you guys are dragging him back to the spot?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all get him there. You're able to drag him. He's what's happening, man?
I'm real weak right now. I'm at 4 HP. I'm completely spent on spells, and I'm not giving a shit. I'm dragging that fucker up there. Pulling him really close, like going back to my Inquisitor days, which was like, 4 days ago? And I'm pulling him up as close as I pretty much can to the fire. And I'm going to say, you said you can close these things. Close it.
I can, okay? All right.
Can?
Take these cuffs off of me.
I'm going to turn towards Borodoc and Maxwell and say, I'm going to decuff him. But if he does anything funky, y'all got to take him out.
I already got my sword pointed right at him. I have no idea what's going on, but you guys seem to know what you're doing, and I want this thing closed.
I'm pretty sure Borodoc would have at least recognized the symbol of Reharakti is the same across many cultures.
I'm a little confused why like one priest of Reharakti is has another priest of Reharakti all strung up, but they seem to. And he wants this thing closed to kill all of his friends.
Yeah, it's the hole that burnt your friends alive. So makes sense.
I just got my sword out, pointed right at this guy.
If I have the key, Branson, I'll uncuff him.
Okay, you uncuff him, and he kind of He kicks off his boots, he rolls up his pant sleeve, and he steps into the marsh to get right at the end there. And he kind of starts, you can see him like kind of holding his hands up, and he stops. And he kind of looks back at you, Malachi, and he goes, "Before I do this, I want one promise." He's looking right at you, Malachi. Basically, the only reason you're keeping me alive is because I can close these portals. I can teach you how to close them too. But if I do that, you're going to kill my ass.
Not necessarily.
If I show you how to do it, and you've said multiple times, and your buddies have said multiple times that if they get a chance, they will kill me.
What? Maybe it was your companion's dying wish that you kill him too.
If you can teach me how to do this, we'll make you disappear.
That's really
You know what he means.
That's really a monkey paw style sentence there. You Maxwell, you seem like a reputable Leonin, and this orc gentleman here, I assume he's a man of his word. Maybe you two could back me up and say he can't kill me if I teach him. Because if he doesn't say, I'm just not gonna help.
You're not gonna help. If you don't help, you're gonna die. So you have no choice.
I'll help.
If you teach me, I won't kill you. I promise you that.
That's all I ask for.
There's no reason to kill someone as weak and ineffectual as this. Look at him. He's pathetic.
You can beat me up. You can take all my stuff. You hurt me real bad. Just don't kill me, okay?
Teach me now.
Step forward.
Cool. He steps forward and stumbles a little bit because he's so fucked up, and I haven't slept in a long time either. Because I've just been up hanging out with Zupoven and dealing with other shit. So he's like looking like all dreary-eyed. He hasn't drank in a while, so he's getting angry. Yeah, he'll step forward.
And he kind of turns back and he kind of like beckons you to...
Before I step forward, I just want to make eye contact with Maxwell and just make sure that Maxwell is like watching the situation closely, like just in case anything goes wrong. I feel like my life is in the hands of Maxwell pretty much.
Yeah, I'm watching.
He kind of, he's standing right by it, and it's insanely hot Are you stepping up next to him?
Yeah.
It's insanely hot as you can kind of hear him. It's almost even a little loud, just the rush of flames. And he goes, "Do you know elemental energy, primal energy, druidic energies? Divine magic needs them to survive. It's all built upon each other, layer by layer. Divine magic is a sentient version of that. Now, I'm familiar with the spell Continual Flame. Are you not?"
No.
And from here on out, you're going to know the spell Continual Flame.
Sweet.
And he kind of turns, and you can see him. And if you don't have a spell slot, you're able to cast it this time. And he creates this almost golf ball-sized white flame in his palm. He's like, "Divine magic and elemental magic are like oil and water. You rest it on this spot, the hole will close itself." And you can kind of see him take that Continual Flame. And you have to, I think it's a 2nd level spell, but if you would want to do it, Joel, it has to be at a 3rd level.
Cool.
And
gotcha.
Yeah. And he goes, "This will work for magical darkness, for planar troubles, this will close them." And the white ball of flame goes out to the center, and you can see at first the flame forks to avoid it, and it starts going down and down again, and you see the flame almost turning on itself and whooshing downwards. And the second that happens, the land kind of crumbles in like that and like caves in, and you all fall on your ass as the whole ground kind of shifts to swallow this hole up.
Cool. So real quickly, my understanding is that like there's a base level of magic that is natural magic, and divine magic is a more self-aware version of that then kind of coalesces as a god. But then if you take that form of magic and put it on top of the other ones, it acts as oil that just like kind of like suffocates it a little bit.
You would know from your studies that divine magic is kind of the top of the magical hierarchy, according to your church, right?
Yeah.
And the base level stuff is shamanism, druidism, stuff that draws power from the elements, and stuff that draws power from the material plane itself. And divine magic sits on top of that. It needs that bedrock of magic to survive, but it is like an aggregated force that draws a little bit from a lot. And you would know arcane is a weave that is distributed equally across every plane. So it's like the structure and the framework of magic are kind of there.
Cool. Very, very cool. I love it. Sweet. Yeah, I'll after it closes up, I'll just nod at Maxwell saying it's okay, and then I'll put the bishop back in cuffs and I'll say thank you. I really appreciate that. I've learned more than I thought I would. I can't let you go right this instance, but we'll work on it. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Here's why I can't let you go. Admar Clackshaw wants you, and he'll find you, and he'll make you do what he wants you to do.
Yeah. I understand. I think I'd have a chance if I could run, but, I don't know.
I don't know what that chance would be, but...
A lot of people seem to be very good at finding me, so...
You're going to stay with us for a while. If that's... You won't be dead. You'll be alive, but you're staying with us.
Sure, kid. Sure.
I'm not really a kid. I'm pretty sure we're close in age.
I'm about 20 years older than you. How old is Malachi?
Malachi's in his late 30s, right?
Oh, yeah. I imagine Bishop Breer 55.
You call him kid?
Yeah. Oh, I thought Malachi was 32 or 31.
Anyone that's younger than you is kid. You can call anyone that's younger than you kid.
All right, kid.
I love old movies where the guys call girls kid all the time. You're a nice kid.
You like that about those movies?
I like movies when they call somebody Kimosabi.
That's right. Yeah, Kimosabi.
How you hanging there?
Favorite genre movies.
How you hanging, Kimosabi? Fast and loose? You know it. Haha. That's great dialogue that you can put in any movie.
That's great.
Moving along.
Thank you. All right. So,
I don't want to move along.
You have him in cuffs. Are you guys taking him back to Little Triumph?
Yeah, we'll invite our newfound friend with us. Are you a half orc or a full orc?
Full orc.
Full orc. Cool.
He's gonna ask you guys if you can help him bring the bodies of his companions back in that boat, even if it takes a couple trips.
Malachi will just take Bishop Breer to the boat and hold him there, and can't really help you. I'm basically
fair enough. He's just gonna spend some time just dragging those bodies back, one by one or 2 by 2, probably. He's pretty strong.
Yeah,
the pieces of them.
A pretty good pile of a couple whole bodies and then some
well done orcs.
Some chunks. Yeah.
Branson, people want the story.
The what?
Oh yeah, the pith story.
Oh, the piss story. Okay. I was going to the Mutter Museum, which is a medical oddities museum. And it was about, it was really cold. It was under 30. And it was about a mile and some change walk. So I was walking outside for 20 minutes or something, 25. And it was very, very cold. And I was just, things happen when things get a little cold. And so I went into the Mutter Museum. I went to the bathroom whenever we got there. And I was reading this weird sign they had above the urinal that was like, if you spit, it equals death. And I started peeing without looking at my penis. Turns out my penis was smaller than usual from being in the cold, and I peed all over the top of the toilet. And I peed for about 5 to 6 seconds before I noticed I was peeing all over the place.
That's cool.
Luckily, it was a single occupancy bathroom, so I got some paper towels and I wiped most of it away. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I got most of it off.
Yeah, you're not gonna clean that all up. That's ridiculous.
No, absolutely not. And then I put the pee paper in the trash, and then I pretended to wash my hands and I left. I hope that met expectations about me peeing.
I liked it.
Thank you. So you guys are able to get all the orc guts and whatever back to Little Triumph. What's the move?
I guess Malachi, once I make sure that Bishop Breer's in the hands of Zapovan and I'm sorry, I forgot the orc lady's name.
Ida.
Yeah, I make sure that he's back in there. I'll walk over and just offer a hand out to Borodoc.
Yeah, he accepts it. He's feeling pretty beat up right now too. He's a little injured.
Yeah, so we're all swollen.
He's like complete.
Eyes.
He's like charred. He's like covered in ash, basically, from being burned a bunch.
Blessings of Ray Harakti be upon you. My name is Father Malachi, and this is my compatriot Maxwell. He's not a man of many words, but he gets the job done.
Bordock kind of looks you up and down. He's like, "So you're the priest, aren't you?"
There's a lot of priests at play right now. I might be the priest you're looking for, or maybe not.
I've been told of my people have been told of a priest of Reharak T from a big human city where they've been making moves against one Adma Klakshaw.
Could be me. It could also be that man over there, Bishop Breer. Although technically speaking, he'd be a bishop and I would be a priest.
He kind of looks at him, Bishop Breer, and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Noticing that the metaphorical tail between the legs that's going between Bishop Breer.
Yeah, as you look at Bishop Breer trying to see if it was him, his arms are shackled behind his back, and he's trying to scratch his calf with his other leg. And he's trying to keep his balance while he does it.
Pretty sure it's not him.
Branson, is that your ultimate sign for weakness? Is trying to scratch your calf with your other leg?
Just trying to scratch and failing is a pretty big sign of like.
It's not good. It's not a good look.
That's just bad motor skills.
You don't accomplish what you set out to accomplish. You know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've been told to seek answers from one such as you. You've spoken to Ray Harak T, have you not?
Spoken to, I send my messages to him.
He's looking at you like with puppy dog eyes, like yes. He's just
I'm thinking I'm thinking too philosophically about it, and I'm like trying to say like, it's like a one-way street, like it's unilateral. But then seeing your eyes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank Ray Harakti. Okay, we got a lot to talk about later. But let's get things kind of in order, I think.
All right. Yeah, let's figure out what our next move is. Really sorry about your friends there, but why don't you talk to Zapovan over here? Maybe they can be I don't know, sent to a better place.
Well, I didn't really know them very well, and I think all of them wanted to try kicking my ass, but it's all right. I'm sure Ida here can make sure they get the proper burial rites done.
Speaking of getting your ass kicked, there was a guy. He had a really large name, kind of puffy cheeks. He was an orc.
Was he an orc? Oh.
He was talking about trying to kick your ass. His name was.
You said that are there the signs all over the place looking for Borodoc?
It says "Welcome Borodoc," and there's like little orcish versions of Tibetan prayer flags strung all over.
He looks Borodoc when he's reading all of this and he's hearing about this orc that wants.
It's a lot of horns in orc decoration. It's a lot of animals' horns. It's a lot of animals' teeth.
Oh, God. How did they find out I'm coming here? How the hell did they find out?
They've been talking about for a while. This guy, what was his name? Maxwell, do you remember his name?
Tungus.
Listen,
Tungus.
everywhere I go, an orc wants to try his hand at kicking my ass. It's kind of a thing now. Everyone wants to be the one to kill Borodok again. It sucks. It fucking sucks. I don't know how else to put it.
Everybody wants to rule the world, you know?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Something Maxwell was talking about the other day.
Okay.
Blaming it on another character.
Just projecting it onto me.
I thought that was like one of your favorite songs.
It is. You're just projecting me onto my character, though. Like, oh yeah, his character is him in real life, right? Right, Andrew? Right, Maxwell?
I have a hard time distinguishing. Jesse had this issue. He got so into our first.
It's the D&D. Best way to play D&D.
No, he got so into our first D&D table. He was the DM. He started calling people by our D&D names on accident.
I remember that.
Like at the bar, he would call Branson Nomad.
Awesome. At this point, when you see Borodok walking away, you can see that he has this really big back tattoo. And it's like in big, bold font, written in both Common and Orcish. Just reads, "To whoever finds these remains." Sorry, 1 second here. I have it written down another thing.
You sent it to me. You want me to read it?
Yeah. No, I got it.
Okay.
"To whoever finds these remains, return this body to Mother Cath of the Orcish settlement Strong Statement, east of the Great Swamp. You will be rewarded with many treasures of gold. You behold the body of a hero marked by Ray Harapti. Treat it with reverence and you will be blessed." And then there's like a little signature C, like somebody signed his back in a tattoo.
Upon reading it, I'm going to turn towards Maxwell and I'm going to say, hey, at least when this one dies, we'll get a little bit of payment, you know? You're a hero of Ray Harapti. That's nice.
There's also like under that, like almost like a tramp stamp above his butt. There's a little totemic eagle, like a big eagle.
Sweet. Like a Nazi eagle?
No.
Nazis don't exist
like
in this universe.
It's a very not Nazi eagle.
This is the past.
It is distinctly not a Nazi.
I forgot this happened thousands of years ago.
This has happened hundreds of years, dozens of years ago, Joel. We didn't have the technology for Nazism back then, or any kind of, authoritarian fascism.
No, the only reason I say that is when I was in Russia one time, this guy, he saw I had a tattoo.
Oh, he just wants to talk about Russia.
No. Like he's like, oh, I've got a tattoo of an eagle on my back. And I'm like, oh, cool. And we were sharing like a fifth of Jack Daniels in this like parking lot. And he was just some big Russian dude. And he like took off like the back of his shirt. And he just had this giant SS fucking like eagle across his whole back. And I had been like kicking it with this dude for a minute. It was just like, how do you get out of this situation without like trying to get your ass beat by a big old Nazi?
Well, maybe he just likes eagles and he saw a drawing. And
yeah, dude, no. Then he started talking about some crazy shit.
He was drunk and he just picked it out of a book in the tattoo place.
That's when I just started acting like I didn't really speak Russian all that well. So, dude, there's no way I could punch this guy. I would have died. Like, just hitting him, I would have exploded. This guy was massive.
You gotta bash the fash, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
there was no way.
You gotta get on Twitter and find
my friends. I told my friends.
They're like, Antifa.
I can't remember if it was Petersburg or if it was Moscow. It was definitely one or the other. I think it was Moscow. But yeah, it's not good. Anyways, that's why eagle back tats are funny.
And
it doesn't look like that. It looks very different from that.
Okay. All right. Well, do you need to fight anybody right now? Like, is that a thing you all do?
Anybody right now? I really don't want to do that. I don't want to kill any more people today. Let's get a place we can crash.
It's only 2 p.m. It's so early.
I'll be honest.
I didn't hear what you said there, Oki.
Said I'm kind of beat right now. I'll be honest, but
Right,
whatever.
but we have time. We have time for a drink or something, right?
I guess fine, whatever.
Zapovid, is there a place where we can have a drink?
You know what? I got something in Riverhome. I can probably give you guys. Yeah, I'll go grab it. I'll meet you there.
I'm sorry. One of my pet peeves in D&D is the convenient long rest. So
I forgot that it's even like 2 p.m. But still,
yeah, as a player
from a long journey.
As a player, I actively stop other people from doing it. I'm sorry.
That was funny.
Yeah.
No, it's funny.
It's super dickish, but I just think it's more fun to just really push the characters to the limit.
I always end up leading characters to end up going like 2 days without a long rest, and they're like, "Well, we can't stop now." I'm like, all right.
That's fine. I just don't picture Malachi sleeping it. Although I think I'm on like nearly 36 hours.
You're like near death.
4 HP. Haven't slept in a while. Let's get some whiskey.
Yeah. And so Zupovin kind of scurries off, and you can hear him approaching back about 3 minutes later. He's the only rat folk you can hear coming because all of his piercings keep tinging against each other. It's ting, ting, ting. He goes, I got some dwarf stuff here. It's brown, human guy.
Second he says dwarf stuff, Borduck spits. He just spits loudly.
So I guess that one will be yours, and he hands it to you, Malachi, and he goes, I'll go find something else. You hear
Maxwell,
him, he walks away for 30 seconds, and he goes, how do you feel about elves?
Fine. Elf stuff's fine. Whatever.
He walks back away.
Maxwell, do you partake? I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
No.
He doesn't want to drink any of the whiskey. It's whiskey, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want any whiskey.
I'm going to take the whiskey and I'm going to go find a table or a chair, and I'm going to face it towards the wall with the bottle of whiskey. And I'm going to say, you all have a good time.
It's just you're looking into the corner of a dirt floor room.
Yep. And I'm just thinking I'm just drinking by myself.
Borduck's going to lie on his back, completely on his back, and just have the bottle like just down his throat and just like glug 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 glug.
Zupovin Delba ends up bringing you like an elven white wine.
Yeah, he just cracks that shit open and drinks it from the bottle.
Yeah, and you're able to notice that there's like 6 orcish kids who are just trying to look down the stairs to see you guys.
What a sight to be seen,
just
too.
6 orcish kids. They somehow all have buck teeth, even if they have tusks. And they're little rascals style peeking around the corner.
Just watching their heroes just drink their lives away.
Yeah. Well, they don't care about Malachi. They're there to see.
I'm not saying. I'm sorry. I'm just saying like war heroes, like
heroes in general.
Yeah. Just like yeah. I know they're talking about Borodok, but I'm just saying like. So.
He's going to ignore them until they try to bother him further.
I've got a question about the complexity of the elven wine.
Yeah.
Probably answer that.
Would you describe it as floral?
Honestly, it's very floral, it's very herby, but it's also pretty rustic. The techniques aren't very sophisticated.
It's herby?
These are the beach elves.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'd compare it to like a Pinot Grigio, like from California?
Oh,
it's gonna have like the thicker kind of skin.
The beach elves definitely have a California vibe.
Okay. That's a complex varietal.
I agree.
And so what are you guys doing? Borodok, you can notice that people definitely are kind of there seemed to be a fight, so they're laying off for now, but people are definitely curious.
Yeah, I can hear them kind of muttering in the back of my head, and it's really bothering him. It's like really annoying him.
Yeah, you 2 orcs walk up with a giant roast pig, and some guy at the door goes, "Just not now, Rit. Just save it. Just later." They walk away with their giant roast pig. He doesn't want it right now.
Like a toddler bringing you their toys.
Yeah.
Like showing you all their toys, they keep bringing you more. Like, oh, thank you.
There's just a line of orc adult men just trying to show him different swords and bases they've found.
One guy has a head.
It's really great. It's great.
A head of an enemy he chopped off like 3 months ago.
You may think this is a dagger, but it's a little mouse sword. It is. I took it from a little mouse man.
Don't take swords from mouse people anymore. Just don't do that. It's great though. It's great. It looks cool. I guess.
It's great. It's great. Oh, Borodok said my sword is great. Just walks away.
This is fucking awesome.
They're all barefoot. That's not a part of orcish culture. They are just all about 7 or 8 individuals that chose to be barefoot.
In fact, Borodok has his. I chose the cobbler proficiency for his tools, and he has a pair of cobbler kits, and he's gonna start buffing up his boots. He's gonna clean up his boots, treat them really well,
so he doesn't look like those guys.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be as far from them.
Self-hating orc.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like.
He's smarter than them.
He's had too much exposure to orcish culture as a celebrity. Like he
has orc shame. He has orc shame. Orc guilt.
Orc guilt. I love that. All the blood.
Yeah, and some time passes. You guys get a nice buzz on. Say it's around 6 o'clock. You've been hanging out. If you want to do a short rest from that, go ahead. What's the game plan?
I guess do a short rest. I'll do a hit dice.
I like to think that Malachi's polished off. How much of that bottle do you think I polished off, Branson?
I don't know. How do you feel?
Should I roll for it? Should I roll a Constitution?
Yeah, sure. Do a Constitution saving throw or just con check for. Are you trying to get drunk? Or are you trying to?
Malachi is a methodical drinker. He doesn't drink all the time, but when he does, he has a method, which is sit by himself and pound whiskey.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how good he does. How well he's able to keep it together.
Damn, it won't let me roll right now.
I'm trying to think of like what the difficulty grade would be in real life.
I got a crit 20.
Okay, yeah, you start getting mad that you just don't feel it, and your jaw clenches up, and it feels like it's forcing your face into this weird smile as you drink, just frowning.
Yeah. All right. Frustration with the whiskey will lead me back over to the table with Maxwell and man, I almost called you Urukai. Borodok.
Yeah, Borodok leans up and just actually sits up from lying on the ground drinking, and he joins you guys at the table.
All right, Borodok. It looks like you're sort of famous around here, so I don't mean to interrupt, but
no, please interrupt, please. I beg you, interrupt.
Well, I may have been astute in observing that you weren't really enjoying all the attention. So, we happened to lose a member of our party who was very good at... what was he good at? Well, he was really good at killing things, and he was really good at pissing people off.
Or you can think of one other nice thing about your old friend and companion. One other compliment.
He was loud. Is that nice?
Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. I wouldn't know. I'm bored.
No, I love Octavius. I'm just playing with you. But no, so we just lost him, and we're sort of formulating a plan to make sure that this land, doesn't go up into total fucking flames, become a veritable hellhole in which we'll all have to burn in. Would you be interested in joining us? You won't have to stay here.
You said you spoke to Ray Harakti, didn't you?
I speak to him all the time.
I've apparently, or so I've been told, blessed by Ray Harakti. he kind of shows you this big, like the biggest scar that's like down his chest. It's like a surgical scar over his heart. I'm told I have a diamond heart, black diamond.
Would I know anything of this, DM, or is this all news to me?
Let's go ahead and give a religion or a arcana.
Yeah, 15.
You've heard and you've seen for yourself of people with hearts that have been replaced by magical constructs, with some of the followers of Idmal Clackshaw having those coal ashen hearts. So it doesn't sound too far out of the realm of possibility, but you've never heard of a diamond, or you've never even seen. You've heard of discussion of diamonds, but you haven't seen a black diamond before.
Listen,
They say it's
people.
and he just like he's almost like kind of freaking out a little bit as he's talking to you. I've died 3 times. They've brought me back every time. Do you know what's on the other side?
Dog, your tattoo, you mean?
No. Do you know what's on the other side?
Oh, you're asking me as like...
Yeah, as
okay,
Bordok. Bordok's asking you.
I only know that...
It's oblivion. Pure nothingness. I don't want to go back anymore.
Maybe you saw that because you were not ready. Rey Harakti will be waiting there, waiting to judge you, waiting to bring you.
He hasn't said anything to me yet.
It wasn't your time yet. Now listen, I've seen people with coal, hearts of coal. However, and I'm thinking about what I just learned from Bishop Breer here about the theory of like things being sort of on different levels, and the shamanistic energy that had hearts of coal, that if you actually compress coal for a long enough time, it becomes like the carbon kind of compresses down into a diamond. And going off of that theory, thinking, I've seen people with these coal hearts give way to these shamanistic deities or shamanistic leaders. Your heart, if it is a black diamond, is different. It is there because of Rey Harakti. You did not die because you were not meant to die. When you do, I promise you, Rey Harakti will be there awaiting you with open arms ablaze.
Died 3 times now. When does it end? When do I get?
Well, I can promise you one thing. If you join us, you'll find out. I promise you that.
What possible purpose could he have to keep me alive?
It's not wise to ask why he acts like he does. For if you do that and you make assumptions, then you yourself are going to end up like Idmal Clackshaw and everyone else who's trying to rule the world.
You seem very wise, Malachi.
I'm only wise because I've seen a lot of people die. I've seen a lot of people die for both the right and wrong reasons. I don't really know where.
I'll give you my sword for now. Get my arm.
Much obliged. Well, then our next move. We can't kill Bishop Breer.
I would be questioning why I would be following you if you decided to kill such an unarmed man.
Real quick, Bishop Breer's about 10 feet from you guys, chained to the wall, and his eyes perk up.
Let me rephrase that, and I'll look back at him. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I can't kill Bishop Breer. That's the promise that was made. If Maxwell was to go over there and break his face in on his own accord, that can happen.
Wardock kind of looks towards you, Maxwell. Is like, is that what you do? Do you bash faces in?
Only when necessary.
Okay. Well, I vote to not kill the unarmed guy. That's my vote. Seen a lot of killing.
I'm thinking that do you think we can trust him with the orcs and with the rat folk here in Little Triumph? They seem to have a good handle on things.
Just tell him not to let me off the wall. I'll be fine.
If you're planning to go to the heart of this problem, close to your enemy, I think it'd be a mistake to bring this guy, if he's important to the enemy, closer to him. This seems like a relatively well-defended place. As far as any other settlement that I've heard of you guys have in this part of the world, I've heard it's not very advance.
Maxwell, you cool with leaving Breer here?
I think if Warduck tells them to guard him with their lives, they will kill each other to protect him.
That's not a bad idea.
I might as well get some use out of this.
Warduck, why is it they look at you this way?
I come from a place called Strong Settlement, and after the first time I died, they rose me back from the dead. They say the shaman had a premonition about me. And, word spreads when you kind of can just raise people back from the dead to keep fighting over and over again for you in all of your wars. And that's kind of why they revere me, is they call me the immortal Bordock. I won't die. They respect that.
Well, we'll put that to the test then, for sure.
I'll probably have to fight one of them. I think they usually don't let me leave town without fighting one of them. But I know how to kind of curb that a little. So
as an impartial judge, I could be the one to choose the one that gets to fight you.
Usually they're pretty good at getting the pecking order down themselves. They can figure that out usually.
I think you need. I just got a perfect contender in mind.
Yeah, well, bring him here.
Right now, or do you want to rest up, or you'll probably be okay. You're immortal, right?
Can you give me a little juice?
Nope.
You can't juice me?
No.
Yeah, bring him here. Fuck it.
Cool. Is Ida or Zupovin, are they in the room?
Zupovin's like probably nearby. You guys are on like a little room by yourselves. You poke your head out. You're able to see him kind of sitting there. Appears to be
where
reading a book.
You know where Tungus is at?
Yeah, a bunch of them. Bunch of the orcs are out by the quarry, slapping each other around to see who gets to fight the big guy in there.
Yeah, like I told you.
All right. Well,
I think I saw somebody pants Tungus and push him into a river during one of the fights. So,
trying to give him a chance. He helped me. I was trying to help him out. So,
well, I'll look for him. He kind of puts his book away. He goes,
tell them I'll meet them at this quarry, and I want all of the orcs to watch what's going to happen.
Well, while that's happening, that sounds like an amazing time, but you can go test your immortality. I am going to crawl into this bottle, and then I'm going to crawl into bed.
Cool. All right, Zupovin
so
steps out, and you see her kind of like a clattering, yelling at the orcs. All right. Borodok needs the top dog, and he called out the name. Tungus, and you can kind of hear this. Come on, beat Tungus. Slap and stop. Like just real grab ass. And you can hear the crowd kind of moving towards the quarry as he.
How do these orcs feel about horseplay, Branson?
They love it.
And do another hit dice.
In this world, there's two like sub races of orc. These are the river orcs, which are just. They live in strongholds. They hang out. They hunt. They horseplay. It's a lot like how Hill Giant structure is. Arranged, just like who can eat more, who can goof off, who's stronger, who's more badass.
They're just Bransons.
And then there's the snow orcs, which are like spellcasters, more dignified to the north.
The Hudsons?
Yeah. Yeah, so the crowd goes stomping off to the quarry.
Cool. I'll let them all get settled for a bit, and I'll be fashionably late as I show up to the event.
It's getting a little late.
He looks
now.
towards you, Maxwell. He's like, "Are you coming, or are you just gonna hang out?"
Sure, I'll come.
Yeah, you arrive at the since Malachi is drinking. Malachi is the only one who ever actually saw this quarry. This is where you guys fought the Galeb Dur at.
Yeah.
And it's still like a pit, but it appears some work has been done. It's been dug out more. It's more segmented. It appears they're quartering stone and shipping it off and getting all that ready. It looks like an active work site. And in fact, as you kind of arrive and look over, about, I'd say, 70 to 80 orcs of, ranging from babies to old-ass orcs. Just kind of.
How old do orcs get?
I think orcs' old age is typically 80. They die younger than humans do. Actually, I think a full-blooded orc is like 60 when they're considered like elderly.
Cool.
So like old-ass orcs are like 55, like white-haired orcs.
Yeah, Bordok's like 30, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all gathered around, and it looks like they have Tungus kind of in the middle, but it looks like Tungus already has a black eye.
And Bordok kind of walks into the middle and just like he's dragging his sword behind him.
He don't look that strong to me. Just his huge tongue flapping at you.
Tungus sounds a little different.
I don't remember. Yeah. How did he sound last time?
Tungus was just
he was shittier.
He was just like your gruff guy voice.
Oh, yeah, I'm Tungus.
Yeah, that kind
of. Sticking his tongue out.
There you go.
Okay.
He don't look that tough. Come on, man.
And, he's just gonna keep walking like until he gets like 2 inches away from Tungus's face. He's gonna kind of look down at him. He's like, you can just walk away now, and it's gonna be fine. No one has to die today.
Sounds scared of me. Woo! Come on. Woo!
And he's just not breaking eye contact, and he's like, Bordok is crying at this point. Tears are gonna go down his face. I don't want to kill anyone else.
You're not gonna kill me. I'm Tungus. I ain't died yet.
You don't know what's on the other side. It's nothing. It's just absolute nothingness. It's horrible. Live life. Embrace this flesh. Don't give it away.
What?
I'm kidding. I don't want to kill you.
But
if you raise that sword,
the enthusiasm
I won't be able to stop myself.
Plummeted. What do I do? He's not even talking to you anymore. He's turning around to the other orcs. What do I do? He's freaking me out. And they're like, run away. Oh, kill him.
Just get out of here, man. Just get out of here.
And he throws down his sword. And he cocks back his fist, and he's going to try to punch you.
Oh, that's his move? He's a puncher?
I don't think so. I think he's just scared to use his sword now.
No, I was referring to your Oblivion.
And he did a crit fail. All right. So, Octavius, describe how you beat Tungus. Bordok. Describe what you do to Tungus. He just crit failed. He crit failed. So,
when he crit fails, I grab his fist and I put my head to his head, and I just try to, like, I'm now scream crying again, like just open mouth crying, and I'm hoping Tungus joins me in this very emotional moment.
Let's see what he does. Let's do odd number he cries, even number he doesn't. What could go wrong? Odd number he cries. All right, don't kill me! I don't want to die.
And I just embrace him in like a big hug.
He's gonna throw up. He's gonna pull. I'm fucking you up. He's still doing the barf and just gagging now. Everyone is left. Everyone's leaving.
What? We're alive. Screaming over again.
What'd you do to me, man?
We made it. We did it. We're both alive. We're beautiful.
And Tungus is going to run out from the quarry.
I pick up my sword and I heft it onto my back and I walk up to Maxwell like, okay, we're done. We won't have any more problems here.
As you walk by, you're walking out and back into the town as you like go up the path, and Zupov and Delbaz there just smoking a cigarette, and just goes, "Orcs are fucking weird." Just fucking stupid sometimes. No offense, but goddamn.
No, none taken.
All right.
Can I just say, this is what I think that I understand all the arguments with the Tasha's thing with the races, but this is what I like about it. Like, dude, what if orcs are just, that's how they fucking are? Like,
you don't have to worry about discriminating against a race that doesn't exist.
Well, there's that too, and I get some of the reasons why it is problematic, but like when you talk about ancestry, like it's cool for orcs to just be like what you just described. Like that shit's fun. Like I like.
To be fair, Bordok's an orc, and he's going pretty against the grain here. I think
totally,
like,
but that's what makes characters interesting.
I agree with you. Yeah, like I think like it's fun when you have a character that goes against the grain.
Totally, elves shouldn't be hanging out with a party of like an orc, a human, a dwarf.
It's going to be a weird elf. Like no matter
exactly.
what. Yeah.
So
you better be a rock and roll style elf.
That's the only
a rockabilly elf. An elf wearing creepers.
I'm glad I didn't kill Tungus. I was scared.
A bard who plays a stand-up bass is a really good character concept. Get a halfling that like is reaching all the way up.
No, Kratz's halfling is 2 feet 10 inches tall. There's no way he could do an upright bass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If he has mage hand.
But at this point, whenever y'all return, I'm just passed out, getting a full rest on the table. Bottle's empty.
I don't think Bordok a long rest. I just spent like 2 hit dice. I might as well get something out of them.
Bordok, as you walk back into the place you were staying, is now filled with like roast meat. I imagine orcish food in my head has always been kind of like British.
Stick a beast on a fire. And
a lot of fried stuff, a lot of beans, a lot of like carefully arranged meat with bread.
Yeah. Bordok starts digging in like really hard, just like that kind of medieval eating where you're just grabbing different things off different plates and shoving them in your mouth.
You're wearing all of it.
Here's the thing, though. British food gets a bad rap. British food is good.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's good.
Well, like if you go to like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, food is good. Then yeah, British food is going to be good. But like British breakfast is fucking vile, man.
No,
blood
I disagree.
pudding is fucking vile.
Disagree. 100%.
What do you like about blood
pudding? What's in a British breakfast again?
I like black pudding. I like blood pudding, haggis. I like the beans they throw in the breakfast.
They don't get haggis.
The best
Scottish.
British
it's
food,
British, though.
The best British food is the.
They might be really
we...
mad at you to say that.
Oh, who cares? I don't care if they're mad.
The shit that we had, at Owen and Engine was all good British food.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
was good.
British food is.
You actually called it Owen and Engine, not
Steam and Whistle.
What do you normally
going to have dinner at Steam and Whistle.
Shepherd's pie is dope.
Yeah, Shepherd's pie are dope.
Dude, that head cheese.
That's what I'm saying. Head cheese, yeah,
was good.
And
blue cheese?
Joel, did I tell you about what I had for dinner last night? It was one of the best things I've fucking ever had in my life. It was a chicken and duck liver parfait.
Ooh.
It was fucking great. They put it on some big ass toast. Had it with grape chutney. It was amazing. Man,
was it like a pate style liver?
Yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah, dude, pates are super fucking good, man. Oof.
Yeah, sure. What did Alana
get?
Alana got like a Caesar salad, and then we split deviled eggs, which were fucking awesome. What else did we get? Pickled beetroot. Oh, we had a pickled beetroot jar that was like a bunch of that on like a little crostini. With
Jesse's been making recipes based on Out of the Abyss. So he's working on doing.
He's at that level of not gone back to work yet.
He can't, dude.
I know.
Can't. Nothing's like So he made he made one that was called. We went to a place called Grackle Stew, and he made Grackle Stew, which is all based on mushrooms, like a Hungarian mushroom soup that he put his own twist on. And then he also made knoll ribs the other night with like a curry, like a side mushroom curry and rice, because everything in the Underdark is basically like meat and mushrooms. That's it.
Yeah.
And then he made these frozen. They were like frozen gelatin shots in the shape of like an ooze, because they just went through an oozing temple. It's amazing. There is like he just tried to like experimenting a bunch of shit, and it's like all so good.
Not bad.
Insane.
All right, we'll probably get off here in a second. What's the move now? Guys have a long.
I think we all rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I don't. Wherever you guys want to go, Bordock doesn't really know what's going on.
Well,
like what's
Branson? Can you bring us back to the world map, just so I can gauge this?
Yeah. No. You've heard of a couple things around. You now know how to close that. You just closed that one right there.
That's the thing. That's what I want to bring up with them. So real quickly, and I'll just do this very quickly so you all don't have to know, or we don't have to do this like in character. He does not want, and my Clock Shaw does not want the fire ones to be shut down. He wants the Shadow Realm ones to be shut down. So I think we should not do that. In my opinion.
Keep the shadow ones open and close the fire ones.
Yeah. I don't know if Matt Cloud is worth marching towards right now.
Would you have kind of described like what they told you yet about the undead mouse army? Have you said anything about that?
I think I'm an open book. I think anything that Octavius would have known that was shared between the party, you would know.
Well, that was the thing like that mouse guy just told you about, wasn't it? Like last session.
Oh yeah. I would definitely
go to that dungeon. Okay,
yeah.
Bordock would probably. I guess it depends like on what you guys think, but Bordock sounds kind of horrible, like to do them. But
while we're here, we might as well do that. I guess that task.
I was thinking like if you don't think it's worth getting Matt Cloud back just yet, it might not be necessary to have that army. You know what I mean?
Max or Andrew, what do you think?
Where are we going?
We were discussing where to go.
Because you just said if you don't. Because I kind of agree. Like, I don't know why we would want Matt Cloud right now necessarily.
I think, what I was thinking earlier, you guys were talking about, I think like Matt Cloud is like long game. Like, we need to get a lot of other shit done, and we also like don't have the resources to even take it.
Well, here's my counter argument.
Or even run it.
Here's my counter argument: is if we were to wait and not do anything, I feel like that can be a centralized location for Idmar Clockshaw to make a lot of plans and really fuck us over.
Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah.
And if we do go help these people, which could take us like a day or two, to figure out, but it could also take us a day or two to march over to those other areas I was pointing at previously. So I might go back on my original idea and say, go for that crown that they were talking about.
Fair enough.
Because, we don't have to partake in that war. And in fact, it could be a good distraction while it's going on. We could go fuck him fuck his other plans up elsewhere,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, that's fair enough.
We need to go. We can just go quietly sabotage other stuff.
Okay. While that's a distraction when we're sending an undead army to Matt Cloud.
It's good to put pressure on Idmar Clockshaw, probably, no matter what. Like, just
Let's do that then, Branson. In the morning,
I don't think he expects us to. I don't think he expects to see us anyway. Like, he doesn't think we're going to be coming on the forefront and fighting him. He might expect us to send more people to attack him while we're commanding, like from like some camp or something. He might expect that, but while he's thinking that, we're on the move and we're out sabotaging shit.
To be honest, if I was him, I wouldn't expect shit after just taking out Octavius, who was clearly the leader. Like, I don't think he's expecting.
I was saying at most
he might be thinking that you guys are just like throwing in the towel, like just He might not expect anything from us. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, we could even go to like the basin again, try to save those people? Wasn't their town on fire too?
We should go to the red areas of
Where-
flame.
Did you guys
Basin,
know
yeah.
where Dodo is? Do you know where Dodo is?
No.
Yeah, last you guys saw Dodo, she had the Sunstone, and
It might be worth figuring that out because we know that's.
And we could figure that out here possibly because she's from here, so we might have a lead on there. But also, I like that she has the Sunstone. I feel like that's a good play, like rather than us. The fact that she has it again, like diverts Imad Clackshaw elsewhere.
One thing you do know is that Dodo did have a house in Little Triumph.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, I
We'll
doubt
check
she's.
that out.
I doubt
Yeah,
she's
she's probably
kicking.
not there. But...
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be doing the cave then, Branson, to find the crown and help what we talked about last time with
Let's do some dungeons, baby.
All right, let's
get into a dungeon.
So
Some
you
damn
guys
dungeons.
wake up in the morning. Malachi, your head hurts like hell. The rest of you guys got like good normal. Everybody gets a long rest. Everyone max health. Everyone all that.
Yeah.
Malachi just may have a mark on his forehead from sleeping on a table.
Hey, we've all been there, right?
We've all been there. Listen, it's not a big deal.
Normal.
And Zupovin kind of, walks into the room, kind of sits down on one of the stairs there while you guys are all like getting ready for stuff. He's like, "Did you put any thought into the crown?"
Well, here's the thing. This Imad Clackshaw guys has got to go. We can't let him solidify his position. So we're thinking that we're going to help you find this crown. However, is it entirely imperative that we help you lead the battle to Matt Cloud?
Honestly, I haven't done it before. I don't know exactly what it'll look like. But there are some notes that the elders passed down that say, it's an undead walk. We're talking 3-4 days before it even hits Matt Cloud. But we're talking of, thousands upon thousands of mummified rat folk. Like, whatever it goes for will be destroyed.
Hard to beat.
All right. Oh, when you say destroyed, could it like not destroy like the ramparts and the buildings, just maybe the people there?
Oh yeah, I don't think the are
They don't eat buildings,
right. They're gonna, they may hit some rocks, but I don't think they're getting anywhere. Stones,
Sure.
All
right. Well, yeah. Then we'll be doing that as soon as we're ready to go. As soon as you want to tell us to head out in that direction. You said it's towards the quarry.
It's well, we're gonna get on a little canoe and we're gonna go down closer to where it gets to the ocean. This crown, called the Crown of History. It's well, we had a very ambitious elder about 600 years ago that thought the safest place would be around the neck of a hydra. So that's where we gotta go.
Or we gotta kill a come again.
Or we could just try to steal the... It's a hydra. And it's underwater, and it's...
Zupovin, you left out a lot of details when you try to make this sound like a good idea.
Well,
and I
once
proposed
we
it
get
my
to the
comrades.
doors, right, the inside is not underwater. It's partially underwater.
But we got to get past the Hydra to get it.
No, the hydra's got the crown around its neck.
Zupovin, my expertise kind of
One of
relies
its
in
necks.
making flames erupt, kind of like everyone else in this campaign. And you want me to go underwater?
You're
to a
only
half-flooded
underwater
temple?
for a little bit. Once we get inside, it was a coastal temple that we kept it in.
You go under, then over again, and then you're in the
Yeah.
place.
No, I get-
Don't get me
I
wrong.
get-
The floor is going to be wet everywhere.
That's what I... Yeah.
It's going to be wet. But I mean, hey, we got to stake a little bit.
Sounds like it'll be very easy.
Maxwell's my favorite.
That's like, I think that's like the first hint of like he was actually like being sarcastic. But I don't think but I still don't think he came off that way. So they're like,
yeah, it's like
completely.
It's like somebody who tries a joke who's not good at joking. They like fuck it up.
yeah.
All right, well,
But in his mind, he's smiling.
If we're going,
but not in reality. It's just a stoic face. Just
Yeah, it's just a stoic lion.
How hard could it be to kill a Hydra? You just keep hitting it with weapons and stuff.
Yeah, how hard could it be?
Man. All right, well, I'm gonna be doing some praying along the way. Branson, I might have to switch out my spell list if that's cool.
whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I think I'll do the normal cleric thing, but I'll let you know.
All right. And Zupovin kind of leads you to the bed, and you can tell he's being a little shifty. He's kind of like trying to avoid a lot of attention as he kind of slinks out and he heads towards the docks and unties a canoe and is almost like waving you guys like, let's go. Let's go.
He doesn't want us to know that or other people to know that he's helping us and doing this thing. It's kind of taboo. He's kind of ruining thousands of years of tradition. So
yeah,
be quick.
I mean, they're not completely wrong. I mean, they probably should stop us if they knew what we were doing.
That's why we need to go.
Well, somebody's got to do it. And he kicks off the canoe and starts paddling, but his arms are really short. And he kind of turns behind you. Is like,
I got this. Give that oar to me.
I was and you guys start going down Huck Finn style. Down this.
Damn, we're on like a raft with what they call a wigwam on the back of it.
And you guys start here and start kind of sliding down, and after about 2 hours of just riding down the river, the sun's beating hot. You smell the salt of the ocean, and that's where we'll end it today, as it is around.
I hear seagulls.
9 a.m. and you hear seagulls, and the marsh starts turning into more like a bay, and you start sliding
salty air.
And that's where we'll leave it for today.
Cool, good session.
Awesome.
Kind of a middle bar one, but you know what? It happens.
It was the melding of the boys are back.
Yeah,
the melding of the boys.
It's always like you have to take almost, I'd say, a 2 to 3 session hiccup when a character dies.
Yeah,
I say fuck them, leave them in the dust.
Yeah, someday we should.
What?
We should do a very aggressive campaign one day where we do the if you die, you start at level 1 again.
I need Joel to die.
I've died once. I was the first character to die at the Chicago table, and I threw a fit and immediately demanded that I got resurrected. That was the immediate goal of the party. I didn't handle it too well. But then my character...
Would you do that now?
Yeah, sure. And then read the rules about being resurrected, and I'm like, shit, like my character is like in state, like they don't know what's going on. They're like a fucking baby for like a couple weeks. So for a couple of sessions, Branson, I was just sitting there fishing, I think, right?
Yeah. After you got resurrected, you had PTSD real bad.
Yeah, I just fished while they went and fought in Aboleth, and I just fished.
Yeah.
So. All
right. Well,
I've died 3 times now.
Joel, you want to plug where we're at?
Yeah. This week, I don't know if you all got the rough cut of the episode that I sent you all. But
yeah,
this
I
week
haven't listened to it yet.
That's cool. I'll be releasing probably either Monday or latest Wednesday. Probably Wednesday, just to stagger a little bit. But Branson and Oki DM'd a session for us, and I'm more and more I think about it, I think I might do all 4 sessions free, and then do the rest of the stuff behind the paywall. We'll see.
Really smart.
I think that'd be cool, just because it's like at the beginning of the whole Nexus campaign, which is going to be a series of one-shots up to level 20. Just one shot. So Branson and Oki will probably be back playing or DMing. Andrew might want to play or DM if he wants to. It's totally up in the air. And then we'll be doing standard Out of the Abyss stuff. Jesse's releasing a recipe this week. We did an unboxing of a bunch of minis last night. I know unboxing videos are cheesy, but minis kick ass, so we'll post that soon as well.
If I was really hoping that one character would survive so I could play her if I played.
Who's that?
The one you hated and you killed, Earl. The Drow Druid.
Oh. But dude, okay, realize that like the Nexus is so fragmented, like you can play her still because it's not the same universe. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty. We're just opening it up so we don't have one person DM. We can have whoever we want DM every time. So yeah, play her, man. You're more than welcome. We'll give you the list of things we're planning in terms of the one shot. So
all right, sick. All right, let's go ahead and close this up. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. I'll probably do more Oblivion with everybody this week someday. So if you want to watch that, pay attention. Otherwise, shit, are we doing the Super Bowl? We're not going to play during the Super Bowl, are we?
When is it? What time?
Sunday, next Sunday.
Yeah, but what time?
I don't know.
How invested are you on the Super Bowl?
I don't give a fuck.
Either.
Well, Joel, how do you feel about it? I know Joel's a party man. He likes to party.
Well, no, I'm especially bitter that Tom Brady made it back once again. So I'd prefer to skip it.
I think Tom Brady's cool.
I mean, it's impressive, but like, I just kind of don't like him. So, I think we should do it, man.
Right,
we could keep an eye on the game. We get a Super Bowl stream.
I'll see what I'm doing.
I mean, it's also gonna be dungeon crawling, also. So, like, we can
Branson is like, this time you guys got to play football against the Hydra.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later. I'll be on later this week or something. If you got questions, probably best to ask me on Twitter because I don't really look at a lot of the stuff in the Twitch chat a lot of times. So, other than that, get on the E1 Discord and go to the D&D section where we talk about it a lot.
Yeah. That's where we spend way too much time on. So,
all right. See you guys.
Thanks, y'all, for watching.
Bye.